Welcome to WeTM, where not only do we talk music, but we get to know the artists behind the music. You're here with the one and only JB The Truth, and I got another real one in the building with me. With lyrics that hit your heart and stay on your mind, his pen writes stories of love, pain, and the beauty of the journey. He's toured the country from House of Blues to SOBs and moves the crowd with each performance. A man of peace, love, and that God body energy, Chicago's very own Kris CaMeRon.
Oh man, that was an introduction. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Absolutely.
And I've been waiting to get in this seat. You know what I'm saying?
We've been waiting for you. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Got to see you perform a couple of times. I got the opportunity to meet you a few times. So it's only right that we get to sit down and finally get to talk about the music.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm honored.
Great. How's your week going? How's your day? What's your mental like right now?
Oh man, bro. We in tour mode right now. You feel me? Like I'm geeked. Honestly, like mentally, spiritually, physically, I feel like I'm the most confident I've ever been, and I'm just embodying that energy right now.
I like that.
And yeah, I'm ready to take it on the road.
All right. Well, I love that tour mode. I'm sure it's an exciting time for you to get on the road and get to perform your music, touch the streets. So we're going to get into all that.
Okay.
Before we get started, we like to start with a little segment called This or That.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you two options and you pick one.
Oh, bet I'm with it.
Let's do it. Writing or performing?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we starting off hard.
That was crazy.
We starting off hard.
Oh
I know you in tour mode, but
cause like I'm a writer, bro. Like I really appreciate being able to tell my story, and it's nothing like just that euphoric feeling when it's just flowing and it's coming together, putting it on a pen and pad. But I think I gotta give it to performing.
Ooh, okay.
I think I gotta give it to performing because I feel like that's the best representation of the writing. You know,
I like that.
It's like when I'm writing it, I feel it though, right? But you can only feel it so much. Pause, crazy. But
no pause needed on this show. We good the whole way through. I'll argue with your mama.
Yeah, but it's like it's to be able to create that personal feeling for the audience too. Like so they're able to go home, like it resonates in their spirit. I love that. Like I love being able to see like when I just earned a new fan. You know what I'm saying? Like you can look in people's eyes and see when like the music is really resonating with them. And it's not even just the music, like it's me, like being able to actually be seen. Like I appreciate that. Like, and I love it.
I can imagine that being a powerful feeling. So I get it. I know it was close, so you had to really explain it.
Man, I was like, I couldn't just be like, yeah, we're going to go here. Nah.
Right. I like, okay, freestyling or carefully written verses?
Oh, definitely carefully written verses.
Yeah, like, I got that something from the first episode.
Definitely. I used to hate freestyling. Like my best friend, he got me into freestyling in high school. He'd be like, come on, bro, I'm just gonna throw a beat on. I'm like, no, you do it.
Yeah.
But he actually introduced me to like writing music. And like ever since then, I fell in love with that process.
Okay, definitely want to hear more about that. Classic album or viral single?
Classic album.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person, I'm going to the gym and I'm listening to albums. I don't do playlists. I'm picking an album, this one I'm feeling, and we're going to go through.
I'm just getting into the playlist world, but if you would have asked me a couple months ago, I would have said that all the way back into my birth. So I'm with you. Albums always going to reign high for me. Performing for 50 true fans or 5,000 strangers?
5,000 strangers.
Yeah.
And I say that because the true fans going to be there, you know. They gonna be.
They not there. On this one, they not there. But you may make 50 plus. If it's 5,000 people, you gonna make more than 50 new true fans.
Facts. Like I know what I'm gonna do in front of 5,000 people.
Right.
It's over with.
Yeah.
Like,
and then next thing you know, it'll be 500 true fans.
You know what I'm saying?
Or
like,
50,000 strangers. And last but not least, speaking your mind or letting the art speak for you.
Oh my gosh, you caught me in my growth journey.
Well, look,
so I'm all for speaking your mind now. I think sometimes even the art isn't enough to describe what needs to be said, and you got to get to the point. So I'm definitely in an era right now where I'm like, get to the point already. Like how you feel, that's what it was. Okay, bet. Can we agree, disagree? Can I lean towards your side? Can you lean towards mine? If not,
go separate ways.
Yeah, we could
disagree.
Yeah.
But you don't want to just sweep it under the rug or act like it's not a big deal. Then it comes up a month later.
Yeah, because I feel like, especially I become a victim of my own artistry, you know, because I allow myself to hold back like my actual life and handling certain things in a healthier manner. And I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna write a song about it.
Right.
But then I gotta live with the song. I'm hearing this and I'm still thinking about the stuff that I never said.
True. That's a good point. Yeah, get it off your chest first.
Yeah.
Then you can still write a song about it on the back
you know what I'm
end if you
saying?
want. I feel that. So speaking of your music, just because there's some people here that maybe aren't familiar with you and this might be the first time tapping in, how would you describe your music? What mood does it put people in? Like what's the vibe that people get from your music?
Man, I really want to say like my music is very free, like upon like all spectrums. Like it's freely sensual. It's freely inspiring. Like I don't think it has any walls right now. Like I haven't put myself in a box to be like, this is the sound. Like you know, like I love like, you know, if we breaking it down by genres, like I love R&B music. Everybody loves R&B music. I like music that like tugs on the soul, but it's dope when you could take a R&B frequency and put some crazy lyrics on there too. Like some crazy bars, like the flow is going sporadic. So like I just think my music's very expressive, you know. Like I'm a lover boy at heart.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I'm always I'm gonna speak my mind, I'm gonna speak what's on my heart. It's very vulnerable, but it's authentic to a T. I ain't telling nobody else's story. Like I'm telling my own. And even if I'm telling somebody's story, it's because it actually happened.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. It's no capping in the rapping or the singing.
Yeah.
And I like how you said it was free. Because I feel like you have that freedom, like you're not afraid to talk about it. Like some people may hide it a lot. You're gonna talk about that pain, talk about the growth or whatever it is that you're going through. Like it really comes out in the lyrics. Like it has to be authentic because you know it feels so real that it doesn't feel like it could be someone else's story, even if it is like you're saying, someone else's story sometimes.
Because it's an embodiment. Like when I listen to the music, it's not just okay. How can I get this to the people? It's like no, like the way the guitar strings are hitting is I'm feeling that through my entire being. I'm like okay. How do I bring attention to this? Maybe I'm going to change the flow or change my pitch so I can actually complement the strings better than just focusing on, all right, what am I saying? You know what I'm saying? It's the whole feeling of the song.
What do you have any, what's your musical background? Like, tell me about your early experiences with music and how this all started.
My early experiences, so I never recognized it, but I've always been around like music. Like it took me last year. I was just having a reflective period. I was like, man, it's always been a part of your life.
Yeah.
Like I'm originally from Chicago, so growing up, you know, footworking was big out there.
Can you move your feet? Move your feet.
But, you know, he used to go crazy.
Yeah, okay.
And my cousin, he produced beats. He was in a band. So I always looked up to my cousin. So he used to make me like footwork, like CDs and everything. And I just loved it. And then once I got into like, you know, kind of falling in love with music a little bit more, like exploring like the artists that I like growing up, I listened to like Jesse McCartney. My mom always playing Music Soul Child or India R.E. Like my mom even, like her and my aunt, they had like a singing group at one point in time.
Oh, snap.
Like, and I remember my dad always talks about he has a cassette tape somewhere of her singing. I was like, man,
we need that.
I need that. We got to sample that.
Right. Yeah.
We got to sample that.
People that you sampling, that's like another level of
you
dope.
know, so like artistry's always been around. My grandmother was a poet. Like she was a great poet and an artist. And so I used to read her poetry book. I hated reading growing up, but I would read the hell out that poetry book. And so I started like writing my own poetry. Yeah. Then I got a guitar. Didn't know what I was doing with the guitar, but we was gonna learn. I played orchestra for about like 3 years from all my middle school years. Or I think 8th grade I stopped because I forgot how to read music.
Reading music is tough.
Yeah,
it's tough, yeah.
I love the string. I love string instruments. Like my first song that I ever wrote was in 7th grade on a guitar. Me and the homie, we figured out a guitar riff and was just going crazy with it. Like whenever I see a guitar, I do that song to this day. Like,
were you learning like off of YouTube? Because I don't know what was really around. What were the resources you were using, or was it just like off of ears and just hearing some stuff?
It was off the ear. Yeah. Like it was like, oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Let's try something else. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I just explored a little bit. But after like middle school, music just went cold turkey after that. Like it wasn't something that like I practiced. It wasn't until I want to say going into my sophomore year of college when it actually like came back around prevalently. My best friend, shout out my boy Tommy with a plus. He I was getting ready to go to school back in go to New Mexico, right?
Okay.
And he was always such a phenomenal writer. Like I loved when he would freestyle. He had this song that he did called After Party. I was like, bro, every time we linked up, I was like, you got to do the song. And so I was talking to this girl at the time, right? Told you, lover boy. So of course that's how it's gonna start.
Right.
I was talking to this girl that was out in New Mexico, and I said, bro, write me a song. I was like, write me a song. I'm gonna book the studio session. We're gonna record that song, and you're gonna record After Party because I need that. And he was like, no. I said, no. I was like, bro, just why not?
Right.
He said, as easy as I could write you a song, you could sit down with me and we could write one together. He was like, and if you have any issues, he was like, I'm here to help you. He was like, bro, what's it gonna take us? 30 minutes?
Right.
I was like, I sat down, it took us 15.
Ooh.
it took
natural,
us 15, you know? I was like, hold
right.
on. I was like, this a different type of flow. And like from there, like I remember when I finally got out to New Mexico, I was always just writing. I was in love with it, just that freedom of expression, because I didn't know how to speak up for myself. Like, but music gave me that outlet. I was like, oh, I can really say whatever I want on here, and I could do it to a point where nobody knows what I'm talking about, but I still got it off my chest.
Yeah,
I still got it off my chest. I bet. Let me see. I'm always showing my teammates. I'm like, hey, what this sound like? You like this? You like this? They like, oh, that's cool. But that's also where I ended up bumping into my manager. Shout out God Body Hunt. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I met Hunt at school in New Mexico, and he was the first person to challenge me artistically. Because I remember I showed him something. He was like, oh, that's cool, but what if you tried it this way? Actually, I think you should go listen to this person, and this person. And I'm like, who are you? Like, who are you to come in here like critiquing me? Like,
right.
But I listened. I thought about it. I was like, huh, maybe. Like, all right, let's see what's up. So
that's interesting that it was that way. From some people, usually the confidence may not be there, and they may be writing and have a bunch of songs but not recording it. You were like, hey, this is cool, let's go make a song before you even wanted to write. You know, before you were studying, you was like, I know I'm a star. And then now I'm learning, okay, it's other pieces I got to add to this puzzle to be all around.
Facts. Like, cause growing up, I could tell you the first song that like changed my life. It was The Wild Wild West by Will Smith.
I remember that movie.
Exactly. I had the movie on VHS, and at the end of the movie, they played the music video. Yeah. My man Will was so smooth. He was fly. Like the cowboy had the all white suit. Like when we rolling through the Wild Wild West, I was like,
I'm trying to hear the melody for it. I was like, I ain't heard it forever.
We go with me through the Wild Wild West. Okay. And then it took me forever.
Yeah, I remember that.
It took me forever to realize that was a Stevie Wonder sample. It's a Stevie Wonder sample.
Stevie Wonder's everywhere.
Come on. I was like, man, but like I love that song. I always try and like reenact the entire like video. I did that my first I want to say it was like first grade. We had a show and tell. I brought the CD. The CD.
For Wild Wild West?
Yes, I brought the CD, played the song, and sung the song for the class. Like,
and a star was born.
You know what I'm saying?
What grade was that in?
I want to say that was like first grade.
That was the first grade. Yeah, you was starting early, so you always kind of had that affinity for being in front of people and performing. Because, like I said, I've seen you perform a couple of times. And that's when I became a fan, because it was just how you commanded the stage, commanded people around you. And it looked like you were enjoying yourself. Like you were actually having a good time. So that energy kind of like went through the crowd as well.
Yeah. Like, you know, a lot of people don't know how to live in a moment. Like, a lot of people are always trying to recreate a moment too. One thing about performing, you can't ever recreate that moment. Like, especially like now touring around in different cities and stuff, ain't no city the same.
Yeah.
Like, you could do the same set, and if you do it exactly the same, like it's gonna get died out. It's gonna get burnt out. Even as an artist, like, I'm not a robot. You know what I'm saying? I might sing a song differently than I did it 2 nights ago. You know, but that's not gonna take away from the feeling.
Right.
Like, nah, it's because I'm talking to the people. I know who my audience is. I know my personnel. So it's like, nah, I'm relating to y'all. Like, if y'all ain't rocking with the energy, I bet let's change it up. Let's turn it up a little bit.
That's dope for your fans. Look, if you seen one Kris CaMeRon show, that don't mean when you go again, it's gonna be the same show.
Not.
So come on back.
You know,
it's another vibe coming.
it's different over here.
So you talked a little bit about how you started, how you continue to grow with the guitar and just learning how to write, and now you're performing, you're touring. Was there a particular moment through all of this where you knew, hey, this is something I want to do forever? Like, this music thing, this is for me.
When I met AJ McQueen.
Okay.
Not gonna lie. So I was still away at school in New Mexico, and Hunt was like, "Yo, I gotta take a trip to Houston." He was like, "You should roll with me." He was like, "We only gonna be gone like 2 days." I was like, "I bet." And he had already been introducing me to like AJ's music, so I was a fan. I was like, "We gonna see AJ?" I was like, "I just want to chop it up with him." Like, he got this song called "Don't Say." It's only on YouTube now because you know, Mr. Godbody got to clean up the
before he was all the way delivered
the archives, but still one of my favorite songs of his. And I was like, I always wanted to ask him, could I remix it? And so I met him for the first time, and I'm not gonna lie, like, meet AJ for the first time, he has a certain type of presence about himself, and it's like when you know, when Goku was training to go to Namek, and like he was in the spaceship, and the gravity was so heavy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in a room of giants. I'm in a room with giants right now. And I wasn't expecting it to be other artists there. And he basically had us all go around and play our music, right? And like, just as an introduction to one another. And out of everybody in the room, he asked me about mine, a song that I played. He said, what inspired that song? And so I gave him the background, and he had broke down. He was like, you know, it's music like this that lives on forever. He was like, it's easy. Everybody can load up 100 clips in the gun and go bar for bar. He was like, I got 100 clips for niggas. But he was like, that's only for now. He was like, I want to be the type of artist that they remember 10 years from now, that they remember 100 years from now. And that just echoed through my head. And I remember he was talking about, you know, like, I want to build a team, but I surround myself by lions. He was like, you can't be around and think that you gonna wait for a meal. Like, you eat what you kill over here. So he was like, because if not, it ain't gonna be no scraps for you.
I like that mindset.
I was like, oh,
make sure your dogs is ready. Look, it ain't just kill and you eat with my leftovers. You know? I want everybody to be a dog.
And then after that, I went back to New Mexico, and instantly Ping was going crazy, and COVID happened. And I was planning on moving to Houston, but like I tell people, COVID saved my life. Like, as bad as it was for the world, I wouldn't be where I'm at today without it, because it gave me that moment to really sit still with myself and like also unpack all the projections that had been given to me, or like, you know, expectations. That wasn't my load.
Yeah.
So, because I was also a track athlete out there. I went there on a track scholarship.
Oh, really?
So yeah. And like that year, I already didn't want to run. I had linked up with a DJ out in Lubbock, Texas. So I would spend most of my weekends out there in Lubbock with shout out DJ Lifestyle, man. I got to meet I met Key Glock, DJ Danny Quest. I got to perform after Afro Man one time. Like, just I was getting my feet wet in the music industry, so I was automatically pulling away from track. But it was having controversy with school too, because I'm like, I'm there on scholarship. Like, my coach like, hey man, I got to take some of that back. Like, we ain't just giving away free schooling. And I ain't gonna lie, when the world shut down, I was like, oh yeah, this ain't for me no more.
Yeah.
Like,
I love how so many people have that story of COVID being a monumental piece of their life.
Yeah.
Because it did have that effect on people where you were forced to be at home with your thoughts, with your feelings,
Facts.
looking yourself in the mirror like, okay, do I like how my life has been going for the last couple of years? For my whole life? No?
It's like,
Okay,
who
what am I
am
doing
I?
about it?
Yeah. And I remember I called my best friend Tommy, and I was telling him, I was like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna move to Houston. But first I'm gonna go back to the crib. I'm gonna go to the crib. I'm gonna go back and work and then stack my cheese up and I'm gonna move. And he was like, bro, that sounds cool. Cool, good plan. He was like, I hear you talking about everything, but what you really love to do, bro. He was like, you've been giving music 75% of your time. Imagine what it would do for you if you gave it 100%.
Yeah.
And he was like, come move with me. He was staying in Joplin, Missouri at the time. He said, come live here. We're going to push this music. He was like, bro, I ain't ask you for no rent. He was like, if you can help out when you can help out, that's cool. He was like, but come be an artist. He was like, take this shit serious.
Yeah.
I remember crying on the phone. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's powerful.
I'm like, what? And my life changed from that moment. I was out there in Joplin for 6 months, and I changed my habits. Like, I started meditating. We had met somebody, and he basically just flipped the switch on as far as like what life is. Like, it was crazy. Like, we were all collectively like, man, it's something missing. Like, we know it, but we're right there on the edge. And he came into our life and was like, oh, here.
Yeah.
Like, but with great power comes great responsibility, right? Because, the woke community wants to be like, oh, we got to be happy. We got to be on this level. But you also have to understand the duality of it. Like, you can't have one without the other. You can't have light without dark.
Right.
So, like, I took time. I took a month to meditate 3 to 10 times a day. I stopped drinking. I stopped smoking. Stopped having sex. I stopped sexualizing women. Like, because I was like, I want to know who I am. The most important relationship you can ever have is the one between you and you. And until you solidify that relationship, no other relationship is going to be able to flourish in its full capacity because you aren't whole.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it took a while.
That's a lot of growth, and that takes a lot of discipline to what you just described was like doing life raw, because you don't have your numbness of the alcohol, of the weed, of the woman, whatever it is. And I know it takes a very centered individual to not fall to those temptations.
Right.
So congrats to you for being able to do it for however long you did it, or for whatever you're still abstaining from. That's something that I know that can be very beneficial, but it's also very hard to do.
Yeah, it is. But, that's also the beauty behind community, because like when everybody's on board, when everybody's like on the same frequency, we can do a lot more as a collective than we can as an individual.
Absolutely.
Like that's not taken away from your leadership, but it's like also understanding how to be a servant too. Like, Jesus had disciples.
Yeah.
And all them individuals were still powerful individuals too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but they knew what it meant to serve. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they knew what it meant to sacrifice, because like when you're able to give up stuff like that, the reward is way more sweeter.
And we're seeing those rewards in real time.
Facts.
Getting to the music, your latest project, We Could Have Been a Love Story. Great project. Tell us a little bit about that title and what that album means to you.
We could have been, like, it's so the project, it really starts at the beginning of the end of a relationship. So like from all the way from start to finish, like you're going through my project, my process of the 5 stages of grief. So like from denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance at the end, And I really wanted the project to feel like a cliffhanger. So you really didn't know where the relationship stood, because I didn't know either.
Right.
But like when it was a totally different title before, it was something more hopeful. But I was like, no. Before, the title was going to be Where the Love Story Began.
Wow.
And I was like, that's not it. that's not it, because I had to be honest with where I was at in life. And so like I want to say it was definitely inspired and triggered by a past relationship, but that relationship made me look at all the other ones that I had, because I'm like, I'm repeating a cycle now.
Okay.
It was, the project was for me to be able to hold myself accountable, but also hold the people that I've loved accountable too, because nobody wants to walk away from a relationship feeling like they were wronged.
Yeah.
You know, and as men, we constantly we're looked upon to take the high road. And I always took the high road. I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. You got it. Like, I'm wrong. But why am I fishing through my emotions trying to figure out how I was wrong? I wasn't. I didn't allow my voice to be heard. You know? So that was kind of just like my last little hoorah.
I have a couple questions from that. One is, have you healed from those emotions and healed from that relationship that you speak of in that album?
That was my healing.
Okay.
That I'm not gonna lie. Once the project got released, it was such a freeing experience. Creativity was flowing so fluidly, because like there's no resentment like in none of my like past relationships, you know, or situationships.
Yeah.
You know, like there's no bad blood there, but I had to be able to say what I needed to say. You know, and I'm still healing. Like, you know, you're never done healing for real. Like, because constantly things are being learned, unlearned, revealed to us. So it's like, I bet, like, I just got to deal with the punches right now.
Right.
But like, I'm grateful to have been able to experience love like that. I'm grateful to have been able to put out a project like this too, because this is the most authentic I've ever been.
Yeah.
Like, this was the first time where, even as an artist, I didn't care about the listeners. I didn't care about the people. Let me not say I didn't care about the people I was talking about, but like, you know, I didn't care about their opinion. Them. Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, this was for me. Like, I was writing these songs like, oh, this is how I feel. This is what's on my chest.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of them were written and pre-recorded in my car. Like, I get a lot of inspiration from just driving around. You know what I'm saying? I'll park my car. I'm gonna give some artists some game real quick. Don't ever say that you can't do nothing or you don't have the resources, because before I got to this point, before I started doing 3 tours, I was in the car with my iPhone, this one right here, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then with these iPhone headphones. All iPhones come with GarageBand.
Yeah.
And if you don't like GarageBand, BandLab is available and it is free for all artists to use. Free 99.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of these songs started. Like, because I'm one of them artists, I wanted how it sounded when I first wrote it. And I would get to points where I'm not able to get to the studio in enough time. I forgot the flow. Yeah. It don't feel the same. It's like, no. We gonna get the draft right now.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sending the draft to the engineer.
Remember those melodies.
Yeah. So, but like, this project was for me. It was really for me, and I think that's why it's receiving just the love that it's getting right now. Like,
yeah. What song is getting the most love right now?
Right now it's 2 of them. Rent is Due.
Okay.
Rent is Due and Want and Need. Want and Need.
And are those? So you didn't name either one of my favorites. I hate to look at my phone. One of my favorites I'm about to ask you about, but I don't think you named my other favorite either. Do you have a favorite that's outside of that favorite that you like the most?
Personally, a song that's been growing on me more as I've listened to it is Was It Worth It?
So the 3 I have starred is Rent is Due, Was It Worth It, and What Do I Mean to You?
Yeah, What Do I Mean to You? That's a classic. That's my baby.
That's a powerful song, and you spoke a little bit about situationships. Side note, I feel like no matter how long the relationship, situationship, whatever you want to call it, I think you can learn something. I think it can still be worth it just because it ends, and maybe it could have been a love story. There's still things within that that can still be cherished and doesn't have to all be sour.
Right. Like, I feel like, you know, when you're able to walk away from something, that's the definition of love. Like, because you do have to be willing to let go.
Yeah.
Because like when things aren't working, but you're still trying to make it, like, you trying to force it to happen, like, that's a fixation at that point. You're not in love anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You're not in love, because to be in love, okay, I'm in agony, but if I really love you, I could deal with it. I'll just go be off by myself. I'm gonna be in my feelings. I'm gonna be playing Drake for a little minute.
Yeah,
you feel me? But at least the world get 3 more EPs.
Right. I'll deal with the pain for y'all.
You know, you're
doing
good.
it for y'all.
And then I also, that person gets to go on and live their life. You know, they get to live and learn. They get to live and learn. They get to go be happy. Like, anybody that I've ever like shared time with, like, I want the best for them still. I still pray for people.
Yeah.
Like,
so what take me through you creating What Do I Mean to You? Because it is a very powerful song. What was your thought process like? Tell us a little bit about, you know, what you was feeling at the time.
So that song the reason why I'm here in Houston.
Oh, really?
I ain't gonna lie. That's on the reason why I'm here in Houston. Because I remember I went to the very first God Body weekend, right? That was February 2023. And I was exposed to so much, like, Black love. Like, it was so beautiful, like, just seeing how Black people embrace one another. And personally, like, being from the Midwest, being from Chicago, I haven't seen a lot of healthy relationships. Like, both my parents divorced. Like, I didn't grow up in a 2-parent household, and I never, like, my mom didn't bring men around me either. So I never saw what it was like to, like, see a woman be loved on.
Mm-hmm.
Pops, love my pops to death. Pops was a Rolling Stone. So every time I pull up to the crib, it's a different shorty there. But, you know, so I didn't ever get attached to those individuals. But when I came to Houston, I was like, damn, like, this shit is beautiful. And I also was inspired by AJ's writing. We was in a car, and he was rapping one of his songs, and then he cut the music. He was like, "Did y'all not hear that?" And he gave us the rap genius. And I was like,
sometimes you gotta run it back.
I was like, I want a song like that. I want to say, What Do I Mean to You was my most intentional song.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's also in the title of the song. Like, what do I mean to you? Like, what's your intentions with me?
Yeah.
Like, what do you want? And so I took my experience at God Body Weekend, and I also took what I was experiencing at the time. Like, I met, like, one of the most beautiful women ever, like, come into my life. And I don't know, it just started, like, flowing. I was like, oh, like, I see the story here, but I wanted to make sure it felt like Houston too, like an admiration to Houston. Like, that was kind of like my love story to Houston. Like, Houston, what do I mean to you? Like, y'all gonna accept me too? Like, like, that's why you hear, like, the Beyonce like references and like kind of like the chopped, like, vocals on the hook. Like, I came down here and I was sprung.
Right.
I was sprung on Houston.
I was wide open.
Yeah.
Houston, a great place to be sprung. I mean, it's a beautiful city in every way that a city can be beautiful.
Yeah. But I wanted it to feel like a first date experience. Like, as you listening, like, you sitting down with this person, it's like, what's up? Like, how you doing? Do you like the things I like? Do you like Kilo on Ice? Do you like all the shiny rings?
I know what you mean to me.
You know?
What do I mean to you? And I really like the hook. Obviously, is something that gets stuck in your head, and it's relatable because people feel that way. People feel the way of, hey, I like this person. I wonder if they like me or how they feel about me. Do they accept me, and do they get down with the vibe that I'm putting down right now?
Facts. And it's one of my favorite songs to perform too because of the crowd participation with it. You know, like, before I start, I teach everybody just the hook. I was like, that's all you need. Like, and it's a part in the song where I'm like, you know, I just need y'all to look to the person right next to you and tell them, and then, you know, the line, I know what you mean to me. And you just see people just light up because that be questions that people really wondering. Like, they could be right next to their spouse and they're like, damn, what do you like? What do I mean to you?
Yeah,
like,
I'm sure that gets a lot of hugs and kisses, maybe some side eyes. When, you know, you might have had an argument 5 minutes before that. But hopefully more smiles and hugs.
But you probably leaning her in a little bit closer, like she made you mad on the way to the gig. It was like,
we good right now. We good. So speaking of that crowd participation, You're going on tour.
Yes, sir.
When We Evolve tour.
Yes, sir.
Going with AJ McQueen, like you said.
And the Queen Ariel J, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, shout them out. So When We Evolve, what's that story about? Why that as a title? When We Evolve, the tour. What are you looking at?
I really like it's for AJ, I think it's just a synopsis of just like where he's at right now. Like this, he busting through the industry, like for real. And he's setting an example for like artists like myself and just like us as a people too, like as individuals. Like when we evolve, it's time to evolve. Like the music industry is changing, the world is changing day and night, and it's like it's either you're gonna be stuck or you're gonna continue to grow. You're gonna continue to change. Like if you wake up and you the same as you was yesterday, you're doing something wrong. You're not evolving, and like it's very dope and an honor to be a part of this this tour, because I also feel I've evolved as an artist, especially after being on the last 2 tours with him. Like the first tour only did 3 cities. The next tour I was the official opener, and then this one I got half the tour. You know, and I look at where I was in those different like timestamps, like. I felt like I had so much to prove, right? Like I felt like, man, I can't F this chance up. I was like, this your opportunity. Like your jersey was called, what are you gonna do? And like now, I don't feel that way whatsoever. I'm like, oh, y'all ready to execute? Right. Oh, you where we going first?
Yeah.
Bet. I already know what I'm doing. I already know what I'm doing.
Outside of the confidence in getting that attitude that you have now with, okay, let's execute, I'm here, this is what I do, no more imposter syndrome. What's something that you learned from going on tour?
And it's not just about the music. It's honestly, it's never about the music. It's never about the music. Like I think my fixation with the first tour, I was like, man, they gotta hear these songs. Once they hear them, they gonna be stuck. Oh, what do I mean? You was gonna blow up overnight.
Right.
No. The streams did not correlate after the first tour. Like the followings didn't correlate after the first tour. I'm like, it's good music though.
Yeah.
Then I went on the Sit Yourself Down tour, which was a more intimate tour where when I got a longer set time and I got to actually speak to the people. Like that's when I was able to look into the eyes of people and actually see their soul. I could see that light. I was like, oh, this is what it's about. This is what it's about. Like I said, I'm big on community now too. So I was like, I wanna tend to the people. Yeah, the music, that's a second hand. Like you get to take that home.
It's the connection.
Yeah, they wanna, before they support your music, they wanna support you as a person. Are you real? Like do you mean what you say? Is this you every day, or is this a facade? Like, so
is there something that now that you've had those 2 tours, you know it's about connecting? Is there something different or particular that you're looking forward to for this tour?
I got more music.
More music.
Yeah, I got more.
So it is about the music sometimes.
No,
I'm messing with you.
Right. But like that's now I got rid of the imposter syndrome, right? Like this tour, I really get to be like a artist.
Yeah.
You know, I got a body of work that I'm very proud of. Like, and I get to market myself in the right way, because also the cities that I'm going to, I've accumulated like a fan base there now. So there's a sense of familiarity, like a little bit. So it's like, okay, we already got the formal stuff together. I think as an artist coming out, don't ever just focus on the music.
Yeah.
Like, of course, build your catalog. But when you get the opportunity to start performing, like, no, like, you're not just selling the music, you're selling yourself. Like, who are you? People want to invest in you as a person. If you came out with a line of toothbrushes, like, that's not, ain't got nothing to do with music.
Yeah. So how do you get them to know you? Just not just the music when you're performing?
I talk to them. Like I really like talking to the people. I'm seeing like calling somebody out. Like, hey, I love your smile. You know what? Even during the performance, like interact with the people. Don't just go up there and do what you do in the shower. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't act like they're not there, because they are. Don't be invisible to the crowd.
I like that. Yeah. And you do a good job of that. I'm a witness of it. So.
Thank you.
I think that's something that's working well for you. For the people who don't know you and then they do get to know you, is there any misconception that you've heard, or just in your life in general, a misconception about you or your music?
I make very, like, people think I just make sexual music, like, because of the songs that are gaining attention. You know, I think I'm kind of perceived to be like this player, but like that's not me. Like, you know, I make player music, like my music player. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a very cool guy. I'm a chill guy. You feel me? But like, I'm not out here trying to figure out how many numbers I can get by the end of the night. Like, I ain't trying to lay up in somebody's bed every single day, or I'm not infatuated by the prettiest girl in the room. You know, like, I love life. Like, and I'm focused too. Like, this is my top priority right now. Like,
has it always been that way? I know you have a song on there where you're saying something about life can be a dream. Life can be a dream when you're following your dreams, but it can be a nightmare if you're lost up in the scene. I'm close. I'm real close to that lyric.
Harder than it seems. Life can be a movie when you following your dreams. Dreams can turn to nightmares when you're lost within the scenes. Working through some trauma and the haunting things I've seen. But should I take it there?
Yup.
Like, that song is really, it's that battle. Okay. That battle with luck. Because don't get me wrong, I'm a man too. Like, I'm human. I'm living in my human experience. I've learned the importance of duality. So sometimes I allow myself to go in one direction that maybe morally I wouldn't usually. You know what I'm saying? But you never know unless you try. Like, you never, something that you could have considered wrong for so long could have actually been the right way all along. Yeah. You know, so I kind of give myself that freedom. Like I said, I'm a man. Of course, I do my flirting. You feel me?
Yeah. It's okay to have a good time. It's okay to be a ladies' man respectfully.
You
know, like, we just gentlemen.
But don't expect to take me home the first time you meet me. Like, hey, chill.
I'm still a gentleman. Come on.
Have some decency. Yeah. Where's the decorum?
Right. Come on. So with that, finding that duality, but still having those certain songs be the ones that sometimes people gravitate towards and catch fire, is there a certain battle between yourself of, okay, I know this type of song I can make, they will love, versus, okay, this is where I'm at in my life right now?
I think it was just because, like, when I moved to Houston, I had to do a total rebranding. Like, after my time in Joplin, I actually did end up going back home to Southern Illinois, where my mom was staying at the time. And I had started developing myself in St. Louis. Okay. And so I gained a rapport out there, but, you know, it wasn't clicking. And so coming here, I'm like, well, if it wasn't clicking in St. Louis, why am I going to continue to do the same things here? So especially once I got a mentor like AJ McQueen, I allowed myself to be a blank canvas. I was like, okay, how do we piece this together now? Yeah. And the main song that I came down here with was What Do I Mean to You? And that was the first song that I performed when I got an opportunity to perform at the Mixed Media Festival. And so everybody was in love with it. And I was like, okay, bet. And they wanted that pocket. But I was like, y'all just didn't know what else was there. Right. So that's why I was very happy to put We Could Have Been a Love Story together, because it's my first kind of like genre focused project where I can say this is a R&B and hip hop influenced project, you know, because it's very melodic, but you hear the lyricism, you hear the craftsmanship of the writing. But I also, in certain songs, I put different elements of my other influences, like alternative or kind of like rock and pop, you know what I'm saying? So, because in my past like projects, I'm trying to put all of that on one project. No, like it's just as I said before, you just give them the music, make sure they understand who you are as a person, right? It was the same thing. It's like, man, it's a cluster in here. I don't know. I'm just gonna take a few. I don't want you to take just a few though. Yeah. Like, I want you to be able to play the entire project from start to finish.
Do you see yourself right now? Well, first, before I get there, if your life is a book, because I see you evolve and I see you going through different stages, what would you name this chapter of your book?
The Alchemist.
The Alchemist.
It's between The Alchemist and The Becoming.
Okay. One of my favorite quotes is "Life is a process of becoming." So I like that.
Yeah, I think I'm this is the era of becoming Kris CaMeRon.
And part of that, Kris CaMeRon, becoming Kris CaMeRon, I'm sure a lot of that is personal and some of it is being an artist as well.
Right.
Do you think that you're honing in on a specific sound, or are you still in an area where you still want to experiment?
I think I'm always going to experiment. Like, I don't like doing the same things.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it gets very burnt out as an artist because life is forever changing. Like I said, I put my life in my music. Whenever I'm not writing, it's because I'm out living. Like I'm really living life right now.
Yeah.
So one moment I might want to tell my heart and sing to the ladies. And then the next moment I actually might want to go to the trenches and go like rap a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Like duality once again.
So I definitely kind of want to explore that more in the coming year, like just giving more genre focused projects. And then I think that'll be a better representation of who I am as an artist.
Okay.
Like instead of just giving you this mix, this fruit salad, it's like, nah, actually you want watermelon today.
Yeah.
Let's go cut open a watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Feeling dragon fruit.
Yeah. And you got the, like you were saying earlier, you feel like your music is free. So you don't have to be like right here with it just because whatever you did in your past got you right here.
Yeah, I think in the past, I was like, oh, I want to always give that wow factor of I don't know what to expect. But you have to structure that out properly. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, I did this project. Like, We Could Have Been a Love Story. But the next single is I Want the World. Yeah. Like it went from, oh, are you still in your feelings? Or it's like, nah, I'm hungry now. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not satisfied.
Yeah.
I'm not satisfied.
And that's a hunger that's needed, especially for the music industry, because obviously, you know, it's an art and it's a love, it's a passion for you, but it's also highly competitive.
Yeah.
So what's your North Star? How do you, when the going does get tough, what makes you keep going down the music track?
I know it's temporary. I know it's temporary. I don't think I'm gonna do music for the rest of my life. Like,
okay.
It's just it's the vehicle that God blessed me with right now. So I'm not comfortable in it. I know it can be taken from me at any moment. So I'm not gonna squander it. I'm not gonna ever force myself to do something. Like, if I'm not feeling like writing right now, I'm not gonna do it because the music's not gonna be right.
Yeah.
Like, y'all not gonna like it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's gonna create more imposter syndrome. It's like, nah, like, while you got it, use it.
Yeah.
While you got it, use it. Like I see so much more for me after everything makes sense in the music industry. It's like, okay, the door is open now.
So if you want to hold it close, I understand that. But is there some things you're looking forward to doing post music that you would like to talk about?
I'm gonna open a winery.
Oh, I love wine.
Yeah,
I love wine.
You know
okay.
what I'm saying? I'm gonna open a winery. I want to do some non profits with my family, mm-hmm. And you know, I really want to be a voice. Like, I can only be a voice so much with the music. Mm-hmm. But as I told you, I'm in an era where I'm like, get to the point. There's gonna have to come a time where I'm gonna get to the point. You know, like, hey, on my Jay-Z shit. Yeah, Jay-Z ain't gotta talk into a microphone no more.
He sure doesn't.
To take the air out of a room.
Not at all.
So that's just kind of like my plan. I also, like, you know, I want to be behind the scenes. Like, I love writing. So I'm like, I ain't always got to be the superstar.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and that's you came far away from being in college or high school, being like, hey, let's make a song and you write it for me.
Yeah.
Now you saying, look, I don't even got to be the star. I'll write it for you.
Like, I'll write it for you.
Right.
You know?
Okay. Man of many talents. And I think that's good to have that mindset of just the world is yours and do whatever. It's also fine to only want to do music as an option.
No,
but
facts.
You're leaving it open for you to evolve whichever way you feel
Yeah,
fit.
yeah. Like, bro, like I tell people a lot, I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. Like, I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. That don't mean I don't have my days where I'm like, 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 you know, I'm mad or I have I experience depression, you know, but it's an experience. Like, I don't have depression.
Yeah.
Like, it comes and goes. I experience anxiety. I'm happy to though.
Yeah.
I'm happy to, because if I am, that means I'm close to what it is I'm wanting. The moment contrast starts developing, it's like, oh, you're right on that tipping point. Tip. Push me. Push me, please.
You saying something right now. People get to that anxiety or get to that discomfort, and that's where a lot of people stop. Or give up or say, oh, this must not be right, when it's literally right past that anxiety, that fear, whatever it is, where everything you want is just waiting.
I'm going to share something. I gave my dog up, bro. I gave my dog up. I was fighting for my dog. Yeah. I've had my dog since he was 4 weeks old. Like, he's 8 years old now. Yeah. You know, about as old as my locks. I got him at the same time, pretty much. And so it's like, I realized in order to achieve what I want right now, everything has to be up for grabs. Everything has to be worth sacrificing.
Yeah, it was holding you back.
You know,
you can't be at home as much as you wanted to be.
Yeah, bro. And I'm realizing me being selfish with, oh, I don't want to give my dog up. My dog's not happy. Yeah, like he's seeing four walls all day long, and he get 2 hours of freedom. Like when I come, nah, bro, we can't. I ain't gonna do that to you no more. So luckily, a high school friend, she's fostering him for me right now. But he gonna come back. He gonna come back. You know,
he's still in the city. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying?
He's not even in the city.
Oh dang. Okay, I thought he was close. Okay. Well, you got her number still.
Yeah. You know, we FaceTime occasionally.
He ain't lost. We know what a dog is.
But like that was my deepest connection. I know all my pet lovers out there understand, like, having a pet is like equivalent to having a child.
That's my baby.
Parents will say otherwise, but
that's my daughter, my one and only daughter. And if you know Sophie, you love her.
You know what I'm saying? So like that was big for me. But since I was able to relinquish that, man, God's given me a different type of hunger. Like I barely sleep. Yeah. Like I'm gonna get my rest when I need it, but I'll take my little power nap. Let's get to it. What's next? And as the more I've gotten hungry, I've seen the people around me, like my team, get hungry as well. They like, hey, they holding me accountable. Right. Yo, we got the merch now. Yeah. Like, and it happened quick.
Oh, is that new merch right there?
Yes, sir. You feel me?
Come on, man.
The official Kris CaMeRon smile tee. You know what I'm saying? We promoting black men to go smile a little bit more.
I like that. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to give me one when y'all pop up in Houston. Y'all better have a couple on the side for me.
Yeah, okay. I got you.
Well, before we let you go, one thing I want to ask before we do let you go is, you said this is one of the happiest times of your life. Mm-hmm. Why is this one of the happiest times of your life?
Because I chose me. Like, I'm choosing me. I'm going to continue to choose me, because as selfish as it may seem, I'm not just doing it for me. But everybody's not going to get that. Everybody doesn't understand the sacrifices that you have to make to build the kingdom. They don't understand the sacrifices that you have to make to move your mom, like, out the hood. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the most inspiring things that I was able to witness this year. Is I went out there to St. Louis with AJ to go pack up his mama's shit and bring her down here to Houston. Yeah. If that don't let me know that I'm right there, if that's not motivation enough to say, fuck the contrast, like, push through. You're right there. If you're that close to success, you're tasting it. Yeah. No, you're tasting it.
That's a fact. You're definitely right there. You're doing all the right things. You have the passion for it. You have the team, the support around you as well. I'm enjoying the growth. Now, the actual last question before we let you go. For the new people listening right now, they haven't heard any of your music. If they were to hear one song to start off with, what song should they hear? Oh. I know. You can only choose one. It's going to be playing right now.
Okay. You get one song.
Yeah, one song. It's just their intro. And they're gonna dive into the catalog, which I have done.
I'm gonna tell you. Good Dope.
Good Dope. All right, Good Dope by Kris CaMeRon. I really appreciate you stopping in and getting to talk with you. I feel like I already knew you, but I know you more now. It's JB The Truth. We Talk Music. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and until next time, we'll see you.
Be out.